So this is lesson 6 on the ever-changing earth. Year 10. We're looking at pages 31 to 34, burning hydrocarbon fuels. I want you to watch the video on burning hydrocarbons, which is attached to this lesson on Moodle. It's probably underneath the lesson PowerPoint. It's called Burning Hydrocarbons, and it shows you what happens when you burn a fuel. So you've got in the top diagram there, you've got a candle, and you've got methane burning and a Bunsen on the other one. And they're pretty much the same sort of setup. You've got a U-tube here, and it's in ice. And again, you've got a U-tube there. You've got a funnel, and you've got a delivery tube going into, or being surrounded by the ice, and then lastly, bubbling into lime water. So you've got a U-tube that's surrounded with ice, and you've got lime water. Now you can also, instead of having the ice, use something called blue cobalt chloride paper. And instead of this being a U-tube and it being surrounded by ice, you could have blue cobalt chloride paper, and look what happens to it when it's put into water. It turns from blue to pink. And any hydrocarbon that you burn in there, so it's a candle, it can be a Bunsen, it can be paraffin, whatever's made goes up the funnel here through the delivery tube, and the gases are in this boiling tube or in the U-tube, and then they go into this tube. And the lime water turns milky, and the blue cobalt chloride paper turns pink because of water. So you should be able to work out what gases are made when a hydrocarbon fuel burns. So why does the cobalt chloride paper turn from blue to pink? Or why do you get condensation in here? Think about what gas is being made from the fuel. And why does the lime water turn milky? So explain in your own words what two gases are made when you burn a hydrocarbon fuel. Combustion just means burning. Now, as well as hydrocarbons containing hydrogen and carbon, that's where their name comes from, in coal you've got yellow patches on there, and that means that coal also has sulfur in it. So when you burn coal, you get something else as well as water vapour and carbon dioxide. So fossil fuels and hydrocarbons, when burned in plenty of air, produce carbon dioxide and water vapour. However, as well as hydrogen and carbon, these fuels contain other substances, and we've seen on the previous slide that coal can contain sulfur, which when burned can cause other problems for us. So you draw the label diagram from the next slide here in your book, because you've got a blank there. And so you draw this diagram in your book, and it says to burn a small piece of coal on a combustion spoon in pure oxygen. And if you watch the video Burning Coal, which again is on this Moodle lesson, you'll see what happens. Combustion spoon is just that spoon that goes into this gas jar. This gas jar is full of oxygen. And you're just burning a small piece of coal in there. And then I want you to fill in the small volume of liquid at the bottom and state the colour, because after you've removed the burnt coal, add a small volume of water followed by universal indicator, and you should see on the video what colour it goes. And then you should be able to answer those questions underneath.